We do want to get to some overnight breaking news. A late night decision over a controversial data center.
Yeah, the Howell Township Planning Commission voted just after 2:30 in the morning to recommend to deny rezoning the land. Now that vote came after hundreds of people voiced their opinions well into the night.
That now rejected data center would have been the largest of its kind in Michigan. The massive site would have covered more than 1,000 acres.
Now, last night's meeting was actually relocated from Howell Township Hall to Howell High School due to the sheer number of people who had very strong opinions on this proposal.
Reschedule the meeting! You want us all to go to Howell High School?
I plan on retiring in 3 years, and I don't want to retire and be able to sit on my porch and see a massive building 300 feet from my home.
Our tax revenue and infrastructural upgrades can be done in ways that are less harmful to Howell. We don't need some eyesore of a building that's built on farmland to steal our water and strain our grid. Thank you for listening.
I know I'm only 12, but I will be the one living with these decisions for the rest of my life.
Well, clearly a lot of strong emotions voiced last night. 7 News Detroit reporter Ryan Marshall was at that meeting for the vote, and he joins us live now from Howell.
And Ryan, you said you saw hundreds of cars still in the parking lot around 2 in the morning. What did you hear from people after that vote?
Well, good morning, guys. Most people in there, most of those attendees were against that data center coming to Howell. There were a couple of people that were in support of the project, but it was pretty clear very quickly how most of those people felt. Hundreds of residents sat overnight at the Howell Township Planning Commission meeting at Howell High School. On the agenda, whether or not to rezone over 1,000 acres of private farmland for an unnamed Fortune 100 company to build a data center. But after more than 8 hours of public comment, the committee voted unanimously in favor of recommending that a rezone request be denied. Some attendees supported the rezoning effort.
A data center like this can put 1,000 construction jobs out there, and rather than bringing people in from other states to do that work, we can do it right here with the community that we're in.
The hypocrisy that I have seen tonight from these people blows my mind to think about it, to even think about seeing the debates on Facebook. They don't want a data center, but yet here they're using the data center.
Some were on the fence about it.
I trust due diligence in the process, and that was an exercise. So in that sense, I support at least abstaining from a vote at this point.
However, most attendees were against bringing a data center to Howell and were concerned about potential noise, pollution, and an excessive water and electricity strain.
99% of us. I think there were two or three people who were for it, and there were like 500-600 people in there. I don't know how many.
I wasn't sure of what to expect, but as answers started to be developed, it just didn't look like a good fit for the Howell community.
And now we're waiting to see what's going to be next in this entire process going forth. But as of now, most of the people that were there in the meeting certainly pleased with the committee's decision. We're here live in Howell Township. I'm Ryan Marshall for 7 News Detroit This Morning.
More than 8 hours of public comment. The people of Howell made sure their voices were heard on this topic.